My favorite TV series is Rome. It's an older HBO show. I'd say Rome and Sopranos are like two of my favorite TV series. I mean, Sopranos is like, it's got so many layers of story going on that it's, you know, it just sucks you in. There's so much depth to every episode, and there's little things you catch that you didn't notice before. I mean, it's not just a gangster story, it's also like, you know, very personal journeys and things like that. Anyone who's seen it knows what I'm talking about. But Rome, I love history, and that's kind of the, again, like, kind of that gladiatrix theme, you know? But, yeah, like Rome is kind of similar in that way that there's like all these different stories going on. It's very dramatic. It's going through like the time of Cleopatra and Mark Antony and stuff like that. And it's the drama between them, but also the drama of people around them. And then everything happening, you know, during the time when Rome started to fall and everything. And it's just an interesting story. It's not just dry history like this happened, that happened. It's people's lives. So, you know, and it's also like that era of history is like a really harsh time, you know. I mean, things were very, I would say, desperate for a lot of people. So it's interesting show. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Older show, but good show.
I have plenty, like plenty. I look right now at Empire, it's one of them. Grey's Anatomy, it's another one. Good Doctor, it's another one. Supergirl, another one. How to Get Away with Murder. And I have plenty, and before too, I've watched a lot.
I actually like watching The Challenge. It's on MTV. It is, it's basically people going against other people in different obstacles, challenges, and stuff like that. I've always watched Gladiator and all those old shows back in the old days. So it's kind of something just like Gladiator. I like competitiveness, so I watch that a lot.
Netflix, right now, my favorite show that I'm watching is the Ted Bundy tapes. I've always been kind of fascinated with serial killers. I kind of have a need to figure out why people do things the way they do. So that one's really interesting for me, just to see how people thought of him in the community, but really like how his mind was working is interesting.
My favorite TV series is American Horror Story, and I've been watching it for 9 years now. Next year will be 10 years. I can't even believe it. And I'm just really into scary things. I've always been into like scary movies and scary shows, and I'm all about it. It's like horror mystery. I don't know if you watch it or not.
It's weird because I have a few shows that I actually record and watch the moment the new episode kicks in. It's a tie between NCIS, the original one, not the Orleans or the LA, the original one with Gibbs. I'm fascinated with shows like that, like Law and Order, CSI. But NCIS is the one that I watch. And then, you know, the VH1 shows, all the reality shows. It's weird because I'm not into, you know, the drama, but it's funny and entertaining to watch, you know, Black Ink. That's what I usually watch. It's the Black Ink Crew. It's a tattoo shop. He actually has a chain, you know, so now they have Black Ink New York, Chicago, Miami, Atlanta, whatever. There's a few of them, but just the original one, Black Ink New York, that's the one, CSI, and of course, Shark Tank.
Favorite TV series? South Park. All time, hands down. It's just Trey Parker and Matt Stone are so funny, and that show is just got so many levels, and I love cartoons, and I'm a huge dork like that. So yeah, South Park for sure.
I don't watch a lot of TV in general, but the series that I've been enjoying lately, they're usually about people's transformations. So Lucifer is the name of this one. It takes place, the devil goes to LA and lives a life of indulgence and luxury, but he's starting to learn how us humans are, and it's pretty cool. And then I like this show called The Good Place because it's about philosophy. So it teaches me what I didn't learn in philosophy class.
I'm not sure I have a favorite, but the most dedicated I've been to is Dexter. It's 8 seasons, and I still have maybe an episode and a half left. I need to get on that.
Ooh, I have so many favorite TV series. My favorite of all time is Third Rock from the Sun because it's genius. And then there's too many to count after that, but that one is my all-time favorite.
My favorite TV series is Narcos because it has Pablo Escobar, and I just love that type of like theme and like pop stuff, so I like it.
Honestly, I really love Jeopardy. It's like super nerdy, but me and my boyfriend watch it every night, and Alex Trebek is one of my favorite hosts for a TV show. It's 30 minutes, just a nice way to unwind at the end of the day, and I'm a lot smarter than people think, so my boyfriend's always surprised when I can answer more questions than he can.
My favorite TV series fluctuates depending on the month and what mood I'm in, but right now it's Bob's Burgers because it's really funny.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I love Marvel.
Right now, at the moment, there's 2. Game of Thrones is coming back, so I guess I can't count it because it's not back on yet. So when it comes on, Game of Thrones, yes. And I like Empire. I love Empire. It's with all because it's singing and dancing and it's just, it shows you how a family, can like hate each other and be like, but then they'll always come back together. Like blood is thicker than water,
I absolutely love This Is Us. Just because the characters are very relatable. The acting is incredible, whether it's the children actors or the adults. The stories, it's very well written. The writers for that, the actors, I mean, just like everything about the show. It's amazing.
Favorite TV series? That's hard. Right now, 90 Day Fiance, because I'm trying to marry a Canadian, so. No, that's not a joke, that's real. Unfortunately, no Canadians want this action.